The dictionary defines community as a group of people living in the same place or having a particular characteristic in common. This definition seems to only scratch the surface of what community truly means. In early January 2014, I decided to leave my small community of Connecticut to explore what the term community meant in a global context. My destination had to be one of complete mystery, a place I hadn't heard of before. I set my sights on Lugano, Switzerland, and never looked back. My nerves got to me pretty fast, and questions arose upon leaving home. Would the community there be similar to my own? Will I be able to adjust to their way of life? And most importantly, would their community accept me? I realized I traveled to a place because of its beauty, not because of its cultural or social interests. The idea of community had me worried, since for the first time in my life, I did not have one of my own. The journey had begun, and so had my search for the idea of community in a foreign place. Time quickly flew by and things changed rapidly. My nervousness ceased and it was time to explore my new home. I was quickly immersed in the Swiss-Italian culture and even picked up a bit of the local language. As my knowledge grew, so did my confidence. Meeting people at school and in the community seemed easier each day. The place I once called home was far behind me as I found more opportunities to pursue. My newfound independence drove me to discover what community was all about in Switzerland and how I can carry what I learned here back home. The new friends I made started to feed my ideas on community and what it truly means to be a part of one. The definition states community is a group of people living in the same area with same characteristics in common. What I found was that none of us were from the same place, nor did we have very much in common. The people I met were from all corners of the world. We had different ideas on politics, philosophy, and everything involving life itself. It was Switzerland that brought us together. There we created our own community, our own way of life. I learned that people have the most to do with community, more than the location or material possessions. Switzerland truly would not have been as beautiful if it weren't for the people I met there. The differences in the people I met made us closer. The definition of community tends to describe people as being the same, yet I found this to be untrue. A quote that best describes what I found by Audre Lorde reads, "It is not our differences that divide us, it is our inability to recognize, accept, and celebrate those differences." I plan to use what I've learned about life, people, and happiness to better my own community at home. My time in Switzerland has opened doors for me that would have otherwise remained shut. I now have a place to stay in all corners of the globe and much of my own home country. The world is now my community, and I can't wait to change it for the better.